Konnichiwa. This is the Shogunstein. This is an unboxing of a brand new pair of Inov8s. New ones, not from the rubbish bin. You can tell from the newer logo when they did the rebranding. This is a wide Roadfly size 10. As you know, I'm a big fan of Inov8s. I've been wearing them for a long time, from back in the days of the fitness cult that you couldn't stop talking about, all the way true now that I'm with Wahlberg and F45. I've been trying, I'm at the point where a number of my shoes have basically, they've reached the end. They were used quite a bit, a lot of miles, a lot of working out. So I'm switching out my shoes. You might have seen some of my last videos were on shoes. I reviewed a pair of Inov8s, a off-road shoe that I purchased, probably the last of the pairs that I got on the rubbish bin when they were rebranding, where I got the shoes real cheap. So I don't necessarily do much or any really trail running anymore, but I got those shoes probably over a year ago on the bargain bin. I opened those up and I'll be able to switch them out for over there at F45 for some of the workouts. Also, got another pair of F-lights that I'm going to switch into shortly, as my current F-lights are pretty worn at this point. And I also did a video of a cheap shoe, kind of a Amazon Chinese knockoff Temu level shoe, which it was comfortable. It fit well, but I could tell already it my arches aren't necessarily liking it. So the old saying, you get what you pay for. So this is a newer Inov8. They were on sale for a few shekels less, but this is still not a bargain rubbish bin shoe. This is the newer logo here. And with this shoe, and again, this is here's what it looks like. There you go. This shoe, and again, we got the wide, the Roadfly. This shoe would be for two things. Probably, again, if I do any, we're in summertime here in Arizona, so I'm not going to be doing any outdoor running. F45 doesn't have any treadmills. Let's just say somehow I ended up at Planet Eos on a treadmill, so maybe something like that. But when the weather cools down a bit, if I did any kind of running outside, it's a road path kind of shoe. So you're talking maybe very light off-road, but mostly a road shoe. The main purpose for me with these shoes would be for, again, cardio or hybrid days at F45 with Wahlberg, or especially this summer, I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling and a lot of walking around. So just as this summer, most of the walking, when I wasn't wearing sandals, when I was in Japan, Singapore, and Malaysia this summer, when I was wearing sneakers, I was wearing Inov8. And these shoes would be for taking on vacation to do a lot of walking. But then if I wanted to hit the hotel gym or do any kind of workout, I'd be able to wear the shoe to work out also. I don't want to take, 3 pairs of shoes on vacation this summer. So I want a shoe that I could walk around in and at the same time work out in if I needed to work out, and then also again for the more hybrid or cardio days at F45. Again, it's a road and path shoe. It's more cushioned for Inov8, but it's not cushioned compared to, say, a Hoka. So this has the Pro midsole foam, and it's got the power flow. Again, it's lightweight, but for Inov8, it's a heavier shoe, but Inov8 doesn't make really heavy shoes, if that makes any sense. It's got the boomerang footbed. It's got the Met cradle. It's got from the top to the arch for stability, and again, it's for path and road. So this pair I'm going to try out again on cardio day and for walking around. And again, maybe if I do hit the treadmill, or if the weather cools down a bit. But this would not be my everyday workout shoe at F45 because, again, even though it's not overly cushioned and is lightweight, it's still more cushioned than I would want on a lift day. Those are going to stick to my F lights. Again, Inov8, nice and wide. You can get these in the wide variation. There's also a non-wide. And again, I'm just a big fan of Inov8. I've had a number of their shoes, the F-Lights, the Bear X, all different versions of different running shoes. Big fan. And again, I did try the cheaper pair of shoes, those knockoffs from Amazon. And again, comfortable, yes, but I could tell right away my feet don't like them. And I haven't worn them enough yet, but the worst plantar fasciitis I ever got was when I bought a pair of cheap shoes, not sneakers, but I did a trip to Vegas for a couple days, and I needed to have a pair of shoes, and I went to Skechers. I got a pair of cheap shoes last minute, and walking around in the Strip, I came back with terrible plantar fasciitis. So call me a shoe diva. That's okay. I do like shoes, and I like good shoes. I'm a big fan of Inov8. So we'll let you know what we think about these shoes as we are switching out some of our older shoes and working in the new ones. So this, again, is the Roadfly. They are size 10, wide, from Inov8. I always like the motivation inside the box. This is the Shogunstein out.